Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a great show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get into today's topic. So this is centered on an issue that's been plaguing the NBA for a number of years now, and it's beginning to rear its ugly head. So just this afternoon, I was going through the internet, and I came across a video from Get Up featuring Mike Greenberg, Tim Bontemps, and I forgot who else was there. And they were talking about the rampant load management that took place last night and that's been taking place in the NBA. Obviously, the Denver Nuggets sat out some key players, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and all of these guys. LeBron is missing games because he has injuries there. Kawhi Leonard. Let me just say this about y'all know that Kawhi used to be my favorite player. I still like Kawhi, I ain't got nothing against him. But I began to get turned off by, I don't want to say if it's Kawhi. I don't want to say if it's the Clippers management. I don't know what it is. But I just reached the point where I became apathetic towards the Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. And I'm going to tell you why. Even this season, where he missed a boatload of games to start the season, I was under the impression, based off of what they said, that we want to ensure that when he comes back for good. He then appears, plays games, and then all of a sudden he'll just disappear. And it will show up again and it will disappear. I'm like, I can't support this. I can't support this. Because there's no consistency, right? And how can you support somebody that's not consistent? If you're going to be bad, be consistently bad. If you're going to be good, be consistently good, right? But this lukewarm in the middle stuff, I can't deal with it. So Kawhi's already turned me off there. I don't be paying attention to Kawhi. I mean, I wish him the best and all of that, but I don't. You know, he's turned me off as an NBA fan. And I believe that that's what these guys were alluding to this audio, to this sound that we're going to get to, which is essentially this, that load management has had a devastating impact on the league and the fans. And the saddest part about it all is that NBA Commissioner Adam Silver at one point was defending it, talking about the science says that it works and all of this and it's a great thing and all of that, just to then do an about face a number of years later when NBA fans revolted and said, look, this is ridiculous. You're taking our money. We're under the impression that we're going to go to these games and see these guys. We're paying for these cable packages. We tune in and we don't see these players. What's going on here? We have an ethical question as well. And then he began to change his tune. So what we want to do is we want to play some of the sound that these guys had to say on Get Up today, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what they said here.
It's a bad loss, and Bontemps, as we were discussing, it's not a good night all the way around. Obviously, Golden State losing is bad, and a game that they should win because the Nuggets basically said, here, you go ahead and win, and the Warriors weren't able to do it. But not having Jokic, not having Murray in that spot last night, tough to watch.
No, it's a horrible look for the league. This is why the NBA put in the player participation policy. They literally put in rules that said if you're playing in a national televised game, especially on the road, your stars are supposed to play. Nikola Jokic plays all the time. I just saw him in Boston recently. He's been banged up with a bunch of stuff. But you could look ahead at the schedule if you're the Nuggets. They play the Washington Wizards, the worst team in the league, at home on Saturday. Sit these guys in that game, have them ready to go for today's game and Wednesday's game against the Lakers. I was at the Garden last night getting ready for this game. Cassie Hubbard texted me in the fourth quarter, said, you see who's Denver's playing? I said, I think everybody's playing. Then she sent me the injury report. Half the guys are out. It's just a horrible look for the league, and it's a horrible situation because I was excited to see what I could learn from Golden State playing these guys. Instead, they have everybody out, and even though they lost, like, the game doesn't matter.
And I also caught up on the fact that it's not only horrible for the Denver Nuggets, but then also Steve Kerr says Steph Curry is tired,
right,
and we might need to rest him soon. So you're hearing sound bites from both sides. But honestly, when I saw the game and like who was active, when we tapped in, I was like, you know what? Good for the Denver Nuggets, because that created an opportunity. It created an opportunity for Russell Westbrook and also Aaron Gordon to do their thing. And I think it sort of gave them confidence to show that when it matters most, we can still get you wins too. We are integral to this squad, because when we came into the year, not only were we saying, you know, Jokic can win another MVP, we also said that this is a team that should be able to win a championship. The big question has been, okay, is their supporting cast good enough? Is their bench depth good enough? Well, they got to win despite the odds, so I'm not going to knock them completely, but obviously we'd rather see our stars out there.
So you heard what they had to say. Funny enough, Someone sent me some sound of Rick Barry this morning, talking about whether or not players could play today and from the past and all of this stuff. He was like, of course, it would be even better because we didn't have the training, technology, nutrition, all that stuff. And more importantly, we played the games. Right? And I thought that was an interesting point, just somehow ties into what we're seeing here directly or indirectly. Anyway, let's get to what these guys had to say. Yeah, the excitement that I used to have for the NBA has just kind of dwindled. I mean, I cover it because I still like basketball. I still like watching it. I still enjoy to talk about it. I'm passionate about it. But low management has definitely hurt the game. It's not been good. And the reasons that they put forward in the past, we turned out it was just essentially a hoax. It was essentially a hoax. And it was leading to injuries. It was leading to injuries, and I think it damaged a lot of players. Look at Paul George. Look at Kawhi Leonard. What star plays 82 games now? Now, if you play 82 games in a season, somebody has to stand up and clap for you. How low can we go? Why does it become a badge of honor to play all 82 games? Meanwhile, you're being compensated for 82 games. Isn't it crazy? Ain't that crazy? You pay somebody for 82 games of service and they play 60% and they still get their full money. Isn't that fantastic? And sometimes it happens inexplicably. I'm not talking about legitimate injuries. I'm just talking about, we're not playing tonight. It's ridiculous. Right? It's just ridiculous. And I want to rest them for the playoffs. That means you ain't ready. Kobe Bryant said it's your job to be ready to play. It's your job to put yourself in the best physical condition to be able to deal with the rigors of an NBA season and the playoff run. That's like a foreign concept these days, isn't it? It's foreign. It's like, what? You want me to what? You want me to play? Why? Why would I play? And then you got all of these jigaboos running around here hollering and screaming and twerking it up all over the comment section, pouring honey all over each other's ankles, talking about some damn, science says, science says. So the players today are so much more, they're so much more advanced that they're not even more, they're less durable. Where does that make sense, my people? Where does it make sense? Even these jokers that you have running around on the internet, these independent guys. Oh man, the NBA today, man, the players are clearly more advanced. It's not even a debate. It's not even okay. So fine. Let's apply this logic to other walks of life. Okay, let's look at the automotive industry. Generally, things get better. Cars get faster. They get more comfortable. They get more durable. They have better technology. So you can see a literal progression over time. But you're telling me in the NBA, players today have less fundamentals, they're less durable, but you want to make the argument that they're better. How do we reconcile this, folks? We can't reconcile it because we didn't think it through properly. How can something be better that's less reliable? How? What if you're building airplanes, but they're less reliable, prone to more malfunctions, but it's better? How? Anyway, y'all can have these people, man. Y'all can have them. I don't care one way or the other. I just look for certain things in the NBA that interest me. The rest of this nonsense, I pay no attention to it. I don't. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll catch you guys on the next show. And I'm out. Peace.